If you're using a Mac or a Linux environment, and even Windows, one of the file clients that I suggest, the FTP clients that I suggest you use, is called FileZilla. So if you go to filezilla-project.org, you'll see something like this, and you can download FileZilla client. And once you get to this page, just go ahead and click this download, and I suggest doing this free one that we have here, and you download it. I've already downloaded it, and so right now it is in my downloads, and you download it as a tar.bz. This comes naturally if you're on a Mac. If you're on Windows, you'll see an exe, or possibly in Linux, you'll see it in a tarball or a zip. But on a Mac, we have this as a tarball. Just go ahead and double-click that tar.bz2, and it should open up this application that you see here as FileZilla. It's the one with the red FZ. So I'm going to just double-click this to get this started. It's going to say, oh, you downloaded it from the internet. Are you sure you want to open it? I'm going to press open. And then it's going to say that there's an error. In my case, there's an error. I'm going to press OK. And it's going to bring up FileZilla here. So I could just read this documentation, but I'm going to press OK. And then so now you should have FileZilla open, installed. I had that previous error because I've had FileZilla installed before. I just uninstalled it, but you may have it on a fresh install. And so I'm going to open this up just like this, full screen. And then so the very first thing we're going to do is we see that we don't have a connection. You're not connected to any server. Let's go ahead and add our connection to the Newton cluster. So I'm going to click up here. You can either click this, it says the Site Manager, or you can go up here and go to File and Site Manager. It's both the same. So I'm going to click here, Site Manager. And then you probably won't see any connections that you have here. We're going to just add a new site, and it's going to be going to Newton. So I'm going to press this new site button here. And I'm going to type in Newton, and then maybe ARC, whatever you like. So we have that. Now I'm going to go over here to the protocol, and I'm going to change the protocol to SFTP. The host is newton.ist.ucf.edu. We're going to keep the port blank. And we're going to change this logon type. We're going to drop it down to go to key file. Click that. And then our user, we're going to put on our username. So I'm just going to use my username right now. You will be using yours that you received or you generated. Student. One, just make sure it's your username. And then we're going to browse for that key. And if you saw the video on how to connect with SSH, we're going to be using that same private key, that PPK file. So I'm going to hit browse. And it's going to allow me to go search for it. My files for my PPK is in my documents, and I created a folder called ARC. I'm going to go inside it and then find this PPK file. If you put yours in another directory, just navigate to that directory. So, and then you select a file. So I'm going to select this file, and I'm going to press open. Okay. It's going to ask me if I want to convert the key. I'm going to press yes. And then it's going to also ask me for the passphrase that's associated with the password. So I'm going to type in the password that I was given with my key pair. I'm going to press OK. Okay. And now it's going to ask me where do I want to save that key. I'm going to just change the key's name to id_rsa2.ppk. And I'm going to save it in the same directory, the ARC there. Again, you may want to save it wherever you like, but I'm going to just put it here, and I'm going to press save. So the same name, I just added it to .ppk, and then I press save. So now you'll see that full path there. And now we're going to press connect. We're going to connect to our cluster. Okay, it's going to say, oh, the host key is unknown. Do we trust it? I am going to trust it because I know it's been verified by me. I'm going to click always trust this host, and I'm going to press OK. And now it's going to ask me for my password again. So I'm going to type that in. And I'm going to just put, you can uncheck this. I'm going to press OK. And now it's going to connect to my account on Newton. So here's my files on Newton. And if I wanted to drag over files, I already had the examples and another set of files that I had. But I can navigate on this left side wherever I want. Maybe I want to add some scripts, and I could drag and drop it over here. That's a quick way to upload any files that you have on your machine over to the cluster. and vice versa. So if you had some files here, maybe some outputs, some scripts, like for example, if you wanted to bring over Hello World, you can just drag this to your local computer and it'll allow you to download it. And vice versa, you can bring over files over here and you're uploading those files. But that's a quick way of how to get everything installed to get you ready and being able to upload files using the FTP client of FileZilla. Thank you.